Peace. It's a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is, what kind of wolf are you? A few months ago, I taught a werewolf magic class, and basically one of the things that the students took away from it, and I was so gratified from it, is dealing with repression, trauma, but also unlocking some of the more bestial nature, because we got to remember something here, especially in the West. We become increasingly more and more domesticated, and that has really proven to our disadvantage. Now, do animals have personalities? Yes, they do. Now, if you deal with the wolf is loyal and puts the pack or the family first, but it doesn't do this at the expense of compromising its own individuality. And that's very important. And many of the terms that we have, like gamma, delta, beta, alpha, that's really dealing with the animal kingdom. And the alpha, we know that's the first, the leader, the dominant one. But the beta is also the advisor. Also, in certain cases, the enforcer, if need be. And when we're dealing with that, if you see any of the past movies, I don't care what they are, The Wolfman with Lon Chaney, Curse the Werewolf, Oliver Reed, if you see American Werewolf in London with David Naughton, The Howling, which is an underrated movie, by the way, all the way up to Underworld with Marcus, the vampire, the first vampire, and the first werewolf, Lycan William. One thing about it, people don't understand that sex was really the dominant role in the majority of those, except for maybe Underworld. But the rest of them, sex was always a dominant thing. And anytime that, let's say, a wolf is no longer here, the pack ensures that she gets a mate or he gets a mate. That's how that's set up. So the thing is, there are various wolves, and wolves do have personalities, as I just stated earlier. So the exercise I did, and I would like the family to do their research. Which wolf are you? Now, you have various wolves. You have, of course, the oldest, which was the dire wolf. And now they brought back through genetic splicing and cloning. Then you have like the Arctic or the gray wolf. The gray wolf is the more dominant in the mutation from the black wolf. So the Arctic wolf, you have the Arabian wolf, you have the Tibetan wolf, etc. There's various wolves, black, white, gray, etc. And I remember even I had a so-called vision, and it was one of a gray wolf, an Arctic, I would assume, or a dire wolf. But here's where it got interesting. I remember when me and this shaman, I did not like him. So we had a little contest. He said, I seen one of your forms or whatever. I said, okay. And he was trying to be slick. Like, I ain't gonna give you free intelligence. That ain't happening. But he said, I seen he was like a large gray dire. And I have to give him his credit because he resided in Arizona. He was a skilled magician, arrogant, but skilled. So the exercise that I did, I was just like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. And one thing about when you're doing werewolf magic, there are some practical techniques, some not practical. But I can tell you this, is that you can set up a werewolf shrine. But you say, but mentor, how would I go about that? I'm so glad you asked me. Get various pictures of werewolves or werewolf masks, and you can set it up. And there are some of those that could shapeshift and take the form of a wolf. Let me give you some examples. Hecate, Pan, Odin, Anubis. 4 right there. And if you work with Anpu or Anubis, he will reveal his Lycan aspect, and he can help you with your werewolf or Lycan magic. So just something for you to kind of ponder. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I'm the White Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.